For Dave Inglis and his sisters Lizzie Oliver and Diana Chapman, returning to their childhood home brings back bitter memories.
It's memories I want to forget, but you can't.
They remember growing up at Spalding in Lincolnshire with their father Brian, who they say was a bully, cruel to them, and their mother Margaret.
Couldn't change him, it was just the way he was.
Evil.
After years of suffering, she decided she'd had enough and left, without her children. That was 58 years ago.
I was only about 4, I think, when she'd gone. She couldn't put up with all the beatings. My dad was quite violent towards her, and she just couldn't handle the beatings anymore. She tried several times to come back for us, to be told that you can't have them kids, you're not having them, leave them, come back again and I'll kill you.
Dave, Lizzie and Diana have another brother and sister. When their mother left, she moved to Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire. That was the last time they saw her.
She had no choice. And I think anybody in the right mind, if their life was threatened, even though you want to pick your children up and take them, you can't.
We don't blame her for anything. We don't blame her for anything. She had to go. She just vanished because she never even went to her own dad's funeral.
The siblings spent time between the family home and foster care. Their father remarried, but as young children, they would often ask him about Margaret. The response was always the same.
You haven't got a mum, she's dead. You don't have a mum, she's dead. This is your mum, this is your new mum. Every time, this is your mum. No, it wasn't. Where is mum? Where is the woman that gave birth to us? You couldn't ask anymore, because if you tried to ask anymore, then you'd get a beating.
To say that your mum's dead and don't ever talk to me about her, and you know, I used to get rather nasty about it. It's very hurtful to find out that she had died and not having a mother, because you know we didn't have a mother to sit on her knee, cut, you know, if we got cuts and grazes on her knees, to rub us down, you know, and say that'll be all right, kiss you on the face.
Their father died 11 years ago. He was 74. They'd moved away from him when they were old enough and had little to do with him. Over the years, Dave couldn't stop thinking about his mother, and he didn't believe that she was dead.
There was something inside me saying, this is not true. She's got to be out there, because when she left, why would people say that she come back to look for us? So me and my wife, we went to various places, tried to get a national insurance number, but there was nothing of her. It was like she wasn't even on this planet.
Dave has been trying to track her down for 20 years. He asked his local newspaper to help. Back then, he didn't know that Margaret had met an American man while in Huntingdon with whom she had a daughter. They all moved to the States. Margaret got married and had another 2 girls and a son. When she told them about her children in this country, they were keen to find their half-siblings 5,000 miles away. After trawling through ancestry websites and social media, they finally managed to make contact with their relatives across the pond.
They just went like private detectives, and they just went through every channel they could find, and then eventually found us.
Speechless at the time when we found out. Absolutely speechless. I was an emotional wreck.
It was a shock. I just locked myself in the house for 5 days. It was very hard for me.
It's a miracle. And to say that your mum is alive. Your mum's there. She's out there. She's there.
Margaret is 86 and lives in Arizona. Dave, Lizzie and Diana are desperate to be reunited with their mother. She's too frail to come here, so they're now raising money to travel to the States.
Diane said that maybe if we could save up, work hard and save up and get over there for next year. Time's not on our side, and time's not on Mum's side. There is no time. It's got to be done now. We just need to get there.
We just need to hold her. Even if we hold her once, let's just hold her.